Alright, hello there guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be creating a design process of the poster that I made inspired by the movie The Ugly Stepsister. First step I want to do is create a new Canva, and for this Canva I'm going to be using 2400 pixels by 3000 pixels, which translate to 8 inches wide by 10 inches high. I like to use pixels, so I change it back to pixels. Press here and create. I already have sort of a mood board, all of the images, textures, and things that I want to be using on this design. So I go back to my empty Canva and try to organize the poster how I want it to be. I choose the rectangle shape and start creating. So around here, I want to have some sort over here. I want to have some sort of background, so let's change that to a kind of dark color, maybe a little darker, like that is fine. It's going to be background illustration. Let's go ahead again to the rectangle shape. Here I want to have the title, so let's change that to a slightly brighter gray. It's going to be the title. Around here I want her photo, the photo, and around here I want some sort of small details. Those two, detail 1, detail 2. For the most part, we are pretty done here. So for the background, let's go back to the mood board. I kind of want this. I kind of want this photo. Let's copy and paste it here. Let's erase this, get this. And for this one, since it's going to be our background, I don't need a lot of details, so I can go ahead and stretch it out a little like this. We have that over there already. Then I want her photo, copy and paste it on top of here. Stretch it out there. Like, that's fine. And we're going to delete the background, which looks like this. Go back. I want the title, which is here, over here, on top of the title layer. Make it bigger. One thing I noticed on the title is that if I use it on the upper layer, the face will look very weird because the bolder text is at the bottom. So that looks very weird. So the best use that I could do for this specific poster is to use the title at the bottom, just so it makes sense to the entire composition. Then textures are over here. Let's just bring the colors back here and leave them on a corner just for later. It's fine. Okay, that looks perfect. And this one, but let's just, that looks fine to me. Let's bring this one here, but this one specific, let's bring it back behind the text, so that curve of the U, of the letter U, comes there. Let's stretch it out a little here, and this photo will go here. Make it bigger, that's fine. And then the next one on this square, let's bring it here, that's fine. Let's delete this, and for the most part I already have what I want over here, so I can just delete all of the unnecessary squares that I'm not going to be using. Background, I want it to be black. Let's delete this, since I don't like masks that I know I'm not going to be using. That's the background. We can go ahead and delete the background that Photoshop has as a default. And let's start designing with this, but let's make this the original color, which is that. Now let's design this, convert it into a smart object. Go to filter gallery. That looks fine. That looks perfect to me. I can go ahead and delete the excessive black that I know I'm not going to be using. Convert into our smart object. So I double click here, go to color overlay and change it to this blue. Let's go to hair. I like to always press Ctrl J, so I make a copy of it and then click on the little eye over here. So I shut down this one, but this one, it does still gets the mask, and this one I converted into a smart object, because since this one is not a smart object, every single change that I do, it won't save, or I won't be able to change in real time. Rather than here, I could do that. Let's go to filter gallery once again, and start editing her. Perfect to me. And one thing that you can notice over here is that her and the tablecloth over here overlap, but her is like just cut over there. It doesn't come all the way to the bottom. So a single fix to do there is change this to photo, and I'm going to be adding something on top of the background photo and the photo, which is going to be a new layer. Let's press G for gradients, go to basic, make it more or less like that. That's fine. Let's delete this. Let's Control J again to make a copy. Unsee this one, and this one convert it into a smart object. So I go to filter gallery, and start editing here. That looks fine. Go ahead and multiply it so you can see. I add some those like grainy details, and now I have complete darkness here. And if you want, you can move it as up or down as you want, but I want it more or less where it was. I feel like it add a lot of detail to have all of this bottom area pure black. But then to the title, let's double click there and add some sort of stroke so you can differentiate from the photo and from the background photo, and this one. That's without it and that's with it. Let's keep that. And for these two, I want to add a line, maybe 6. Same with this one. Let's add a line at 6 pixels. That's fine. And for the most part, I already got all of the layout that I want to be using. And for the stepsister, I want to use this texture, copy paste it, make it bigger, double click on the layer, just like that. And on the blending options, I just go to here and delete everything that is white, zoom in. If you don't like how it's looking, you can just double click there, and over there just edit it however you want it to be. You can bring it back or delete it as you want. Hit OK, convert into a smart object, and I want more details to be shown, like those are fine. Let's go to this photo. It's already on a smart object. Can go ahead to filter gallery, and edit it however I want. Same as this one, go to filter gallery, and change it like that. Now let's go back to our resources. I want to use this texture for this one, make it bigger. One little technique that I like to use on my designs is use some sort of texture, double click on it, and for this one I want to try to delete the white on it. Thing like that looks fine. Make it a smart object, and now when I bring this texture back, make it bigger like that. And once I hit Alt and you see this square with the arrow pointing down, click there, and as you can see, that texture that we just edited into the other one passed only there. This one I want to make a mask and delete everything that is here, or at least on her face. I don't want nothing on her face. That looks fine. Everything else I want to keep. This one, make it there as well. And as you can see, we added those details. And if you want to move it later on, just keep in mind that this is fixed pretty much to the edits that we made into the first texture. If you wanna, like that one, let's use this one. Let's copy and paste it. I like how that looks. Now let's use this one, bring it there too, make it bigger, and stretch it up and down. Hit OK. And for the one at the bottom, this one, I make it to overlay and a 70% opacity. And for this one, I made it overlay as well, but kept at 100% opacity. Texture 1. Texture 2, and this is right photo square texture This is title, the photo, and the square. The texture, and now let's add this texture to the overall, which it'll be very subtle, but I always like to add some sort of texture. Fine, as you can see, if I zoom in and you look over here, that's without the texture, it's just pure color, and with the texture it adds a little bit of graininess. That's main texture. These two rectangles, I think I can delete it now. I can delete every single layer that I know I'm not going to be using. And for recap, the poster, over here I got the background, which I changed to black. Over here I got the tablecloth background with the details, and I use filter gallery, and for this one I use stamp and grain effects. This is the main photo, which is the one from the girl from the movie. That one I added it on top of the tablecloth. It's on top of that. On this one I have the small like grain maps that I use, but then change it into then I convert it into a smart object and went to filter gallery and use stamp and grain effects to create this sort of grain effect. Hit Control Z. Over here I have the texture that I use, and then added another texture on top of that one, which is not very noticeable right now, and the pinkish color. Over here I got the square with the left photo, and for the grain photo I also use stamp grain effects, but this one is going to be underneath the title, so we get the curve of the letter U. Later we have the right photo, as you can see here, and for both of these photos I use a lane frame, as you can see over here. If I take it off, that's without it, and with the lane. Here is texture number 1, which I changed to overlay and at 70% opacity. Texture number 2, which I changed to overlay and kept at 100% opacity. And the main texture, which is the one with grain effects. And this is how I created this poster design, inspired by the movie The Ugly Stepsister, Norwegian movie. If you want to watch it, give it a shot. I highly recommend it. And this was my design process and how I conceptualize, make my layout, and all of the techniques that I used to create this poster. If this video was helpful for you, please consider like and subscribe. It will help my channel a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.